Good afternoon, friends. It's Wednesday, May 19th, 2021. And we are heading out of May, and today is a beautiful day, where I am anyway, and that's not here. Of course, this is up in the mountains, and it doesn't look like that quite yet. The beauty of the day is what I sort of like to just comment on. I mentioned this before to some of you, but one of the things that I was able to do when I was on vacation in early to mid-April, because we were in southern Arizona, the weather was great, and I was able to do my morning meditation, Bible reading, praying outside. And I generally get up at 5, and that's my quiet time of the day. And it was so wonderful to be outside and to listen to the birds and to watch the sun rise. And it get lighter, and it was wonderful. And I thought, I'm going to continue that when I go home. Of course, when I got home, it was snowing, and so I wasn't able to do that immediately. But for the last month, I've probably spent at least 3/4 of those days out on my back deck, and it has been wonderful. Cold sometimes. I just bundle up, and it's okay. But I was outside this morning. And listening to the birds. They're often awake before I am, even when I go out at 5. And I could hear that in the background, and the birds. And then beyond that, I could hear traffic. And of course, we live in the city, and there's traffic. Depending on how close you are to any major freeways or arterials, you may hear more than at other times. But it's always sort of that background noise that I would hear. I don't remember hearing it quite so much in Arizona. I was a little further away from major traffic. But the sun comes up and the birds sing and the traffic goes on. And I have to sort of listen carefully sometimes to hear those birds over the sound of the traffic. Hear those birds over the sound of the traffic. Sometimes it's really apparent, and other times I'm straining to hear what the birds are singing or which bird it is. And then, of course, in the east, the light increases, and then we've got blue sky, and that traffic is there, traffic. And it caused me to think this morning is there's this background noise in our lives that's always there, and it sometimes can be a little more loud than at other times. And this traffic, on weekdays is sometimes pretty obnoxious. But that background noise is always there. And I have to concentrate and listen for what the birds are saying. And whether one bird has moved someplace and I don't count it twice, or whether we've got a second bird. But I have to listen and tune out the background noise. And I've been thinking about that a lot, in the sense of us sort of moving into the next stage of Good Shepherds being Good Shepherd, and how much background noise there is to who we've been, what we might be, and where are the birds singing? Where are the birds singing? And it's hard sometimes to tune out all of that background stuff. It may be positive, it may be negative, but just to tune out all of that stuff that's been part of everything that we've known for a while. How do we tune that out and just listen to the spirit coming through the songs of the birds? And so we're moving forward. And where are the birds singing? Where are the birds singing? Are we still focused on various bits of that background noise? So go outside sometime today and listen and see what you'll hear. My suspicion is you'll hear maybe some crows, maybe some magpies, maybe some robins, house finches. Regardless of where you are, you'll probably hear those. You may hear red-winged blackbirds. You may hear spotted towhees. Who knows? Depending on where you are, what you'll hear. But go out and listen for the birds. And then, and remember, you got to tune out that background noise. And then think about, where are we going and what birds are we hearing as we move forward? Of course, this coming Sunday is Pentecost, when we'll celebrate another bird, the dove, that represents the Holy Spirit and the descent of the Holy Spirit on those gathered on that first Pentecost day in the church's history. And those the flames of that appeared on their heads, and the sevenfold gifts of that Holy Spirit. So we will celebrate Pentecost. We will celebrate it as we've been celebrating our time together for the last 15 months, 14 months. We will be together on Zoom at 8 o'clock. The links will go out. They will be the same links, but they are moved to 8 o'clock. And so we'll meet at 8. And then at 10 o'clock, the weather is looking promising. And we will gather to celebrate Pentecost and Youth Sunday outside. If you choose to join us, which is great, no reservations necessary. If you choose to join us, wear red and in honor of Pentecost. And we will honor our graduates, both high school and college. And we will celebrate Rachel Whip's last Sunday with us. And then hang around afterwards. There will be a reception for the graduates with ice cream. And if you choose, you're welcome to bring a picnic, a blanket, chairs, and we'll set them up on the lawn and enjoy our time together outside. So all of those things will happen this coming Sunday. The Eucharist will not be streamed or televised or anything like that. If you want to see the youth that are reading and hear the Devon Sextons who will be preaching, you want to hear that sermon, you will need to be there at the 8 o'clock service. The music will be that which was done by the youth, but the readers and the sermon will be sort of more standard, normal readers and me preaching. So you can either hear me or you can hear the youth, or if you want, you can hear us both. Anyway, I look forward to seeing you on Sunday in one way or another. And then the last thing is just a reminder of something that I said on Sunday, and will come out in the e-news, is that I'm going to start over the course of the summer having you help me preach. We will vote on a Sunday morning for those lessons that you would like me to focus on for the upcoming Sunday. And we'll start that, not this coming Sunday, but we'll start that voting next Sunday, the 30th of May. The link for the passages that will be under consideration will go out in the e-news both this week and next week, and I'll give you a head start. And so you'll be able to go ahead and look at those lessons. Well, the link will take you right to the page where you can find them. And if there's a question that arises, or you really say, I've never heard a sermon on this one, I wonder what Gary will do with it, you'll get a chance to vote. And that will be fun for me. It will help me gauge where your interest is. And also sometimes I have to choose between including one lesson or another, and this will help me make that decision. So there will be details in the e-news this week and next week, of course, as to how to do that. But I'm looking forward to some fun over the course of the summer, and I hope you will too. In the meantime, enjoy the lovely weather now that we have it back again for at least a little while. Go outside, listen to the birds. What are they telling you? Blessings, my friends.